One of the most controversial things I say on this page is, you guys ready for it? That you can release a feeling without understanding it. I say it again. That you, yes, you, could release a feeling without understanding it. And every time I say this, people tend to, I won't say everybody, but there's a handful of people, because for whatever reason, our brains like to focus on the negative comments, because I get a lot of positive comments. But of course, my amygdala, my brain, is going to focus on more so the negative comments. But every time I say this, you can release a feeling without understanding it, without understanding your story. They feel like I'm bashing therapy. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. I'm not bashing therapy. However, there's some really, really influential therapists that I follow on social media that say the exact same thing. That you don't have to understand the feeling to release it. So, how do you do this? Are you somebody that goes to therapy and hasn't seen any luck, hasn't gotten any better? You've been going there for years and you still feel frustrated, you still feel sad, you still feel angry, you still feel depressed, you still feel hopeless, you still feel a bunch of shame, you still feel a bunch of guilt, and you want to try something new. Or maybe you want to have an awareness to do something else, maybe something that might actually work for you. So, how do you release a feeling without understanding the story? You have to understand what a negative feeling is. What is a negative feeling? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of us don't want to release the positive feelings. We want to release the negative feelings. A negative feeling, all a negative feeling is your nervous system, whether you made it consciously or unconsciously, your nervous system has a particular way it wants reality to go. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you have anger issues, and that's why you're going to healing. Let's call it healing. I don't want to just say therapy. But let's say you have anger issues and you're going to a healing therapist and you want that to be resolved. You don't want to get angry no more. You get angry at your wife, you get angry at your kids, you get agitated with your coworkers. The question is, why are you so angry? Why is there so much anger within you? The reason why you're angry is because your nervous system has made a decision that the things that's going on in outside reality is not the way it's supposed to be. Meaning you made a decision, your nervous system, and when I say you, I mean your nervous system too, has made a decision of how reality is supposed to go. So let's say, for example, again, you're a man. You tend to get angry with your wife all the time. And you know it's a problem, but you can't stop it. It's so reactive. She does something and you just get angry. You feel it, your jaw. All of this tension comes up. And this feeling is so overwhelming that it just takes over. And then all of a sudden, you become something, you end up doing something that you can't even control. Whether it's screaming at the wife, screaming at the kids, maybe even getting a little physical, getting into a little bit of an altercation. That's not good, right? Well, the reason why you're angry is because your nervous system has decided that these people are not supposed to act that way. So that's the issue, because what a lot of us do, and a lot of people in the self-development world, what we do is we try to fix it. What does that mean, fix it? We try to fix the outside world. We try to manipulate the outside world so it acts the way we want it to act. That way, we're comfortable. Very interesting, right? So we go out and we try to fix it. And when we get it the way we like it, we're fine. However, how long does that last? It doesn't last very long, does it? You never have it quite the way you want. The other thing we do is we try to avoid it. How do we avoid it? Let's go back to the man that's angry at his wife and his kids and his coworkers. The way he might try to avoid this issue is he might find a substance to relax him because he can't deal with the feelings. So maybe he goes out to drink with the boys, or he smokes a little bit, or he plays video games to avoid the issue altogether. So, this thing that we're doing, whether it's we're fighting with reality or avoiding reality, obviously isn't good. And what a lot of us try to do is we try to figure out why we are the way we are. And the answer is very, very simple. Something happened in your past that caused your nervous system to react this way. It's causing your nervous system to do its best to try to protect you. So all anger is, or all any negative emotion is your body, your nervous system, your ego, your mind trying to protect you, trying to keep you safe, trying to keep you comfortable, so to speak. So something happened in your past, and for a lot of people who go to therapy, they figure it out. Maybe they figure out why they are the way they are, or something their dad did to them, something their mom did to them. Maybe they witnessed something, and now they know the cause of why they are the way they are, why they're angry, why they're sad, why they're depressed. But even though you know why you're that way, does that fix it? For some people, it does. For some people who've had success, say, in like therapy, it does fix it. They're like, oh, that's why I'm the way. It makes sense. There's a moment of clarity. But what I found with a lot of the people I work with, even though they may know why they are the way they are, it still doesn't change them. They still feel these feelings. And this is why I always say you can release your feelings without understanding the story. And a lot of the clients I work with, when I work with them and they try to tell me their story, I say, look, I don't need to know your story. You could tell it to me. I'm open to hearing it. But the work I do, it's most primarily on a emotional and energetic level. It's about actually going into the feeling and experiencing it fully. That way, you release it. So how do you release, let's say, negative feelings? Step number one, this is all you really need to know, is when a negative feeling comes up, realize that it's your nervous system trying to protect you. That's it. Your nervous system's trying to protect you. It's trying to keep you safe because they made a decision for you that this is not good. What you got to realize is as this feeling comes up, that means you have blockages within you. As this feeling comes up, you have to ask yourself this one simple question. How do I know? How do I know I'm feeling what I'm feeling? This is why I love this page so much, is because more than likely you're going to experience it in your physiology. You're going to experience it in your body. And when I say body, I also mean head, brain, your physiology. So step number one, you become aware of it. Let's go back to the guy who screams at the wife and screams at the kids. Anger comes up. He realizes he's angry. Okay, how do you know? Maybe he feels a tension in his jaw, a tension in his neck. What he has to do is just become aware of it. Then he moves on to step number two. What's that? And this is the hardest step. Step number two is he just has to accept it. What does this mean, accept it? He has to allow the feeling to be there. He can't resist it. What he's usually trying to do, whatever feeling it is, anger, sadness, shame, when these feelings come up, we try to do something about it. We either try to fight with it, like I said earlier, we try to go out into the world and try to change the world to make ourselves more comfortable, or we avoid it. We run away from it. What he has to do, or what you have to do, to really, really start releasing these chronic negative feelings is when the feeling comes up, you're aware of it, accept it. And guess what? It sucks. Super painful. One of the sayings I have, which is probably not going to make me a lot of money as a coach, is pain is the pathway to freedom. You have to allow yourself to experience the pain. You can't spiritually bypass the pain, which is a lot of I don't want to say higher level coaches, but higher paying coaches. people that are in my healing niche, so to speak, that make a lot more money than me, because what they propose is spiritually bypassing the pain, not actually experiencing it. That way they could get better. And the truth is, they're only going to feel better in that moment. Then they're going to go back out into the outside world. That father is going to see his wife and the kids, and he might feel good for a few weeks, but he's going to go right back to the way he was. But people are willing to pay a lot of money to spiritually bypass the pain. But what I teach is, when the pain comes up, accept it. Allow it to be there. So for instance, anger again. The jaw, the neck gets really, really tense. Allow it to be there. Experience it. And it sucks. I'm sorry. It sucks. It's so freaking painful. It's hard. But the thing is, why not just deal with it now? Experience it fully. That way it could pass on through. Because basically, what you're doing is allowing the blockages to pass. All emotions is energy in motion. The reason why we chronically feel a certain way is because we have blockages within us. As the energy tries to flow, it can't. And these things outside of us start to trigger us. So what you got to do in this moment is allow the energy to come up, hit you. Don't resist it. Stay with it. Stay open to it. That's actually a saying that I tend to say a lot of times, because I tend to get disturbed a lot throughout the day. I tend to feel these feelings, these negative feelings. I have to stay open to it. Stay open to it. Literally, just say that to yourself. I'm going to stay open to this. I'm going to allow myself to feel this. That way I could heal it. So as you stay open to it and accept it, you'll notice in time, the more you do it, this energy will start to flow. That's the third step. It'll start to flow. It'll start to move. So if the tension was in your jaw, it might move down to your chest, might move to your throat. It might transmute to a different emotion, a different feeling. As this different feeling or emotion comes up, guess what happens? The mind tries to take over, which brings you back to another memory, another story. And if that happens, what I would ask you to do just for this is go right back to the feeling and sensation. Focus on the feeling and sensation. Remember, we're trying to release the feeling without understanding the story. You can understand the story later. So that's step number 3. As it flows, just continue to watch it, continue to experience it. And again, it might actually suck. It might suck, but that's okay. You're okay. Feeling a feeling is not going to kill you. However, avoiding a feeling just might. And the fourth and final step, as it continues to flow, as it continues to move, in time, it'll be released. And you'll know when it'll be released. You'll feel it. You'll feel like an openness, a lightness. Like a great book to read on this topic is Letting Go, The Pathway to Surrender by David Hawkins. Get it right now, actually. Letting Go, The Pathway to Surrender by David Hawkins. It'll completely change your life. He basically just talked about the 4 steps that I just talked about. You stay open to it. Allow it to be there. Don't resist it. And the feeling and the energy will pass on through. And as you do this, you feel so much better. You'll feel so much lighter. And not only will you feel better, you're actually getting better. So this is the 4-step process to releasing any feeling. And this has to do with trauma, suppressed emotions, anything. But what I would suggest you do, please, start with the small stuff. Practice with the small stuff. Oftentimes when people go about trying to let go of feelings, they try to go to the big stuff, like the trauma and the things that really, really bother them. Start with the small stuff. Start with the guy at work who has a different political opinion than you. And every time he talks, he disturbs you. And usually what you want to do is you want to fight with them, you want to correct them, or you want to avoid them. In this moment, if you're at work, if you actually want to heal, if you want to release some of these blockages, you want to release some of these feelings, decide to stay with it. Be like, oh, this is my teacher right now. This guy who has a stupid political opinion because it's different than mine, because your ego and your nervous system decided that anybody that doesn't agree with you is stupid, right? But when he talks, Notice the blockages, notice the disturbances, notice that everything comes up. Stick with it. Become aware of it, accept it, allow it to flow, and allow it to be released. But you have to start with the small stuff. Start with the small stuff. Like for instance, me, I'm out here in the night. And sometimes as I'm making this video, I could feel my ego try to take over and say, does this even make sense? Maybe I should restart the video. Maybe I should restart the video. What are people going to think about me? All I have to do is become aware of it. Oh, I feel the tension in my head. I feel me starting to lose my thoughts. Accept it. Allow it to flow. Get into rhythm and release it. So start with the small stuff when it comes to releasing feelings. And remember, you don't need to know the story. You don't need to know the story. And trust me, there's therapists out there online that are saying the exact same thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it made sense. If it did, if it cleared some things up, please leave some feedback in the comment section below. Peace.